Hey folks, Automatic here for the channel you are watching, and I'm hoping this video finds you well. I'm doing just dandy. I think I said this last time. As for our protagonist, he's not doing so well. It is late in the night, evening of the 14th, 1089. We are under siege, and the situation is fraught. What can I say? The idea was to get in and get out, but getting out will lose troops. There's enough Imperials out there that they could overtake us as we try to run. So we're not sure what to do. Boy, Adamant wants to fight, but not everybody does. Overnight, the Imperials hit us very hard, firing their onagers at us. Their troops are still waiting. They're still constructing siege equipment, we believe. But we did get through the night with very, very little sleep. And now we're going to wait. We're going to go to morning. Come morning, the situation has kind of changed. The incoming fire is down quite a bit. We have spoken to each other about what to do. Again, I said Adamant wants to fight. Ermengarde does not really want to fight. We're looking for a solution, and who else will bring up a solution other than Paula? Paula talks to Bias and Adamant. And she tells them, she says, I know Garius very well. Give him what he wants. Because if you don't give it to him, he's going to take it anyways, and the situation will be worse for you. So, and what does he want? Obviously, he wants Vlandian Castle, but the whole reason the Imperials are here is because they believe the Vlandians have been way too aggressive, that our kingdom has been way too aggressive, and it's time to simmer down, as the Imperial leaders might say. So what all do we give them? Adamant, of course, asks what Paula's thinking here. And keep in mind, she's Imperial. She says, she says, Vlandian Castle, its treasury, in an hour with me. What? What? An hour with her? What? Obviously, this is devastating. Adamant doesn't want to give up the castle. Bias he's going with her on this plan, and to Adamant, that's mind-blowing. Especially the 1 hour with Paula that she would give to the enemy commander. I mean, that's some skanky, dirty stuff we're talking about right there. So yeah, Adamant's heart is breaking for his brother. His pride is, I don't know, it's shattering, because he would fight to the death. Anyhow, I guess the plan is we pull all the troops out of the garrison. I know it's too many troops for us to command technically, but we're taking everybody. Adamant is compelled by Paula and Bias to negotiate the terms. He knows what the terms are. He doesn't have to like them, of course. And so, he signals a flag of truce, and in comes a rider, flanked by 2 guards. Adamant, of course, can't help but he just says, who are you? I'm Emperor Garius. Emperor? Emperor of what? The Empire. So you're an Imperial. Yeah, I'm an Imperial. Now listen, we at the Empire, we think you all should simmer down out here. I'm giving him an Italian accent, aren't I? What's happening here? I think we should simmer down. Well, we're willing to. In fact, we have some terms for our surrender. The caveat is you let our troops march out of here. we give you Veron Castle without a fight. And, you're gonna have to do better than that, kid. Okay, we can do better. Let's see. Money. We will hand over everything that's in the treasury at Veron Castle. I did not write these terms, by the by. He's like, you've piqued my interest. What do you have to say? Well, Mr. Emperor, the money involved would be somewhere in the ballpark of 64,000 in the treasury, which is yours now. It's something to think about, kid. Okay, the last part of the offer is we'll give you 1 hour with my brother's wife, Paula Abdul. You give me an hour with Paula Abdul? Yes, she's agreed to 1 hour. Holy shit, man. Because, I come out here, we go on this campaign, I'm thinking, I'll take Veron Castle. Might meet some people, have good times with the boys, but yeah, you don't think, hey, we're going to get an hour with Paula Abdul, so hell yeah, that's a great deal. Are you serious? Yes, I'm afraid we're serious. She's the one that came up with the idea. Fucking hey. Okay, well, tell her to come see me in my tent, and she needs to be ready to perform, if you know what I'm saying. Unfortunately, I think I do. So is it a deal? Yeah, sure. You can march out of here with your troops and your flags and your swords, kind of like what was that? Last of the Mohicans. Not like that, because those didn't they all get killed? But yeah, you're allowed to march out of here. Thank you, Emperor Gary Os. Gary Os. Now simmer down. Oh, hey. Oh, I forgot. He might have... Hey, you don't happen to know the guy that killed Caladog, do you? No, I do. That is... I'm Fred. That's not me. No, I just wondered if you knew him. Yeah. I mean, I know of him. Everybody talks about him. He's pretty badass. Yeah, well, we're looking for him. Okay. Thanks for your time, kid. Paula. 1 hour. Deal. What a slut. Alright, well, besiegers have agreed to allow safe passage for your brother's wife. No, for your forces. And so indeed, we gather up our men. We gather up our women, the camp followers. Which, of course, implies the families, pets, pack animals, everything we've got out of the anything we have stored here, except of course for that treasury money. We're going to march straight on to Sargo. We are not going to stop, despite the fact that our party really didn't sleep last evening. It's going to be more than a day's march. But yeah, certainly we can't stop. We're marching straight through to Sargo. Oh man, okay, troops are deserting. So we just lost 20-some soldiers. Said they were going out hunting and never came back. We're down to, we just lost quite a few more soldiers took off. But fortunately, with 161 still in our command, we reached Sargo early evening of the 16th. Now, we departed Veron Castle noon on the 15th, is when we had that meeting. In Sargo, we're going to let a lot of these troops go. I'll deal with that in the overnight. For now, We've gotten a generous offer from one of the king's representatives that our officers can lodge in the keep at Sargo. So we will do that. One of the other folks staying here is Padma over there, standing next to Paula. Paula, by the way, she's talking the night away about, she says, I never performed for a head of state before. It was surreal. Just being in his tent, one-on-one, very intimate setting. Jesus Christ. This girl's a loose cannon. She's a loose a lot, but a loose, my goodness. Really in, lady. Cross your legs, if you will. She doesn't take kindly to that. She says Garius was a fan, you pervert. I performed for him. He wanted an hour with Paula Abdul. That's what I gave him. What do you take me for? This has gotten really awkward. And meanwhile, Ermengarde's not feeling so well, so I think we'll just call it a night and leave it at that. Well, shit. It never occurred to me that, yeah, she's Paula Abdul. I bet it was an oral performance, completely harmless. Garios would listen to Paula Abdul. No offense, she's not terrible. Come the morning of the 17th, we're marching out of here, heading to Alorstan, just beyond the city of Jaculon. Because that's a good reference for all of you, right? You're like, oh, I know right where you're at. I knew you did. We're down to 84 troops. We let a good portion of them go after that siege. Certainly there were some wounded, and not all of them were, real professional soldiers. Not to say the 84 that remain are, but they're kind of good enough. We're keeping our eye out, of course, for bandits. Not a lot in the way of bandits so far. So, this particular episode may not have a lot of fighting. For that, I apologize. But hey, we just got our asses kicked. Soon we are in Alorstan. And what a lovely little village. We got here early evening. And so here we are, just gathered around the campfire, discussing the stuffs, the many things. I'm kind of wondering, because we're heading to Galland to meet with the king. That's the only direction I can think to go, is to report to him. We have lost him a castle. I'm getting mixed feedback about killing Catalog. In fact, when we were in Sargo, I was kind of upset to see they weren't doing like a reenactment of it or something like that. I figured it was a big deal. But you know what? Who knows? It might take 50 years or so, or a few generations to actually start reenacting stuff like that. Beheadings, public beheadings. It's something to ponder. Bias tells me that, he says, brother, I'm going to go my own way. We're going to split up after this. But he's going to report to the king, too. Adamant tells him that he's thinking about trying to tender his resignation to, just say, hey, I'm not worthy to be in your service or something. I don't know. Feels like everybody's looking at him like you're one of the reasons we're under attack by the Empire with that whole Catalog affair. Paula says, judge not, lest ye be judged, right? What the fuck are you talking about, bitch? Judge not, lest ye be judged. I may have been wrong about you being a slut, but you have always been a nasty, nasty bitch. And then bear in mind there's a distinction. I didn't know how far we were going with this Paula Abdul thing here. But so you're kind to her, but she's not. She don't have your attitude. So I don't know what's going on here. You're just a weird character, and I don't like that you're actually talking in context to me. It's much more like I almost feel like you're hitting on me or some shit. But all I'm thinking about is the king, you know? She says, do you think the king will send you off to Sturgia? God, I hope not. That's pretty much the Siberia of Vlandia. That'd be his way of just like, yeah, just get this guy out of sight, out of mind kind of deal. Maybe that, I don't know. Either way, Adamant is truly thinking of just hanging it up, going back to Marok and working on the farm. We're less than a day's ride from Gallon, so that's a good deal. I'm wondering if we swing by Marok or just head straight on to Gallon. I think we head straight on. So we've got, not even the better part of the day until we're passing near Furbeck here. It's just south of us. It's actually the closest town to Marok. So nice little village. Been here a few times. I guess we know some of the locals. As you can see, we've got the ladies with us. Bias isn't one of the ladies. Honestly, neither is Paula. In my humble opinion. Yeah, we could put up here for a little bit. Of course, it'd be kind of a noon break. It's not really. We're not going to camp here. There's a scuffle going on. There's something going on. Infantry, form up.
Infantry, after me! Forward!
All we had to do is show up. You're safe now. You're safe now, folks. The military is here. Just in time. We got Cav coming up. My infantry's coming up the road. Calm down. Yes, it's me. Well, that was odd. We were kind of keeping our eye out for looters, but they hit Furbeck, and they kind of did it right under our noses. So we didn't get a fight out of it. But here we are at Galland. Here we are on the evening of the 18th, and we are to meet with King Durthard. And since it's not too late, I suppose we can do that. Adamant is not. He's not exactly excited about it. But sure enough, reports indicate that Durthard is here. So yeah. Adamant enters the great throne room at Galland. He's nervous, but he knows what he's got to do. I mean, he's gonna demonstrate his humility, damn it. Your Highness, I come before you, your humble servant. Or something to that effect. Durthard says, Ah, the so-called hero of the North. My greetings to you. How desperately we need a hero. So I suppose you're just in time. Adamant doesn't know if he's joking or what. You disappointed a great many people. Oh dear. Caladog, Varen Castle, you're a regular liability. And do you know what we do with liabilities, Adamant? We send them away. We send them far, far away. I am no longer fit to serve in your army. We cannot afford to lose an experienced commander. I do wish I had something else, but have you ever felt like, like you really want a bacon cheeseburger, but it's 10.89, and all that's around is giant turkey legs? I have not felt like that. I think that's one of the feelings only a king like yourself is capable of having. Oh, the bacon cheeseburger, yes. That's possibly true. I'm going to send you away. I'm sending you north to cool off. You can go up to Flintog. Nobody is occupying that castle. You can make it yours. You will serve as captain of the guard at Varcheg, which should please the good governor there. Sorgard has been begging for you, and that's nice and out of the way. Out of sight, out of mind. Precisely, Adamant. Precisely. Do not disappoint me again. No, Milish. Never. Well, the couple times, the things you did, but never again, my lord. Probably shouldn't interrupt him so much. Fuck. Yeah, he thought I was a friend, remember? This makes me sad. You may still prove useful. See, that's what makes him a good leader. Extra boost of confidence, which Adam needs. Outside, he is greeted by Ermengarde, who's looking as stunning as ever. He doesn't relate how, dejected he's feeling, having been scolded by the king. He doesn't really pass that on to her. Because who would want to? Besides, she wants to go to the tavern, so he's down with that. We can go to the tavern. And soon they're in the tavern. She has some warm cider. Adamant has some hard cider. Because life's hard. And when life's hard, you drink hard cider. That's the answer. Just in case you came here for little life hacks, there's one of them in word form right there for you. And it's hot and fresh, just like the food that Ermengarde and Adamant are enjoying currently. Ermengarde goes ahead and tells Adamant that she's pregnant. And Adamant's like, holy shit. A baby Adamant. This is like endgame stuff. He's like, honey, you could end the series right now. It's just like, and she's like, well, I'd have to give birth first. Because that's pretty complicated. That's about as, it's about as complicated as making a bacon cheeseburger in 1089. It's 1089, and so let's just make sure this works. I need to be comfortable. But I believe that Galland, or we could go back to Cheris, and Adamant's like, uh-oh. How about the frozen waste? That's a great place to raise kids. So let's do that, because those are my orders. They're not my orders to you. Whoa, hold on. This just got real complicated. It's my orders from the king. Durthar told me to head up to Flintog. It's its own castle. You can govern there. And there's probably not many people there because it's so cold, but you can govern your child there. Your governess, if I may. Actually, Sorgard's the governor. Either way, it's a castle and we can stay there. And she's cool with it. And I guess that explains why she hadn't been feeling so hot. Well, at any rate, They're going to spend the rest of the day at Galland because they're allowed to. He's earned it. Killing catalog and losing a castle. It's exhausting. Plus he's got this new news. Oh, if it's a girl, we need to somehow name it after Aldi. We could name it German Supermarket. Come morning, we're marching north at least for the next few legs of the trip. We're going to be camping out in the wilderness, much to Ermengarde's chagrin. But unfortunately, much to her discomfort, considering her current situation. Nonetheless, we've got to press on. In Adamant's opinion, the sooner we get to Flinthold Castle, the better for her. Well, really for everybody. And so after a good march, we don't really want to march through the night. So we should probably start looking for a place to camp here soon. Oftentimes what we'd like to do is kind of ride ahead and see what we see. And really, anywhere around here would be fine now, wouldn't it? Got Rothard with me. Vanther, of course. Shouldn't you be riding with the infantry? Kinda. Kinda, but not really, though, right? This guy over here is dressed like Bias, kinda. But he's nameless. We'll call him Bogus. Sir Bogus, that is. Yes, young Master Bogus, welcome. How did Bias not take you? He took all the cav, by the way. Of course we've got Ermengarde. Well, we can bring the infantry up here. Camp around here. What the hell is that? Brigands, something like that. Come on, let's get back to the troops.
We showed those bastards!
We're going to. There's brigands ahead. Let's go to the crest. Actually, forget the crest of that hill. Let's fall back on this hill. Let's give me my HUD back.
Infantry, move!
And form a line up on that hill.
Formation!
Archers, I want you right in front of them. Same
Shoulder to
deal.
shoulder, forward!
They're coming on, so they'll be over that crest momentarily.
Horsemen, move!
Ermengarde, just stay behind the troops. Spread out, cavalry. I'm sorry, not cavalry. That's the one thing we don't have.
Loose formation!
Spread out, archers. It's like a shield wall. It's so damn dark it's hard to tell, but it's definitely a shield wall. Ah, these are frickin' Vikings, or sea creatures.
Soldiers! Move!
Sea creatures? Well, we're gonna surround them as best we can.
Move!
Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Get in there.
Troops! Stand apart! Forward! And kill them all!
Everybody in, except for you, honey. You stay back.
Footmen! Charge! Who's charge?
That's how we do it, Ermengarde. Actually, you know how we do it. We do it with awkward poses. Don't we? Look at that, they're running. Well, hello, sir. Damn it. Gotcha. I got your friend. Yeah, go get him, Vanther. Excuse me. I never said it, honey, but Vanther's one of the good ones, too. Like Danos and Rother, you know they're loyal, but that dude Vanther, he actually knows what he's doing, which is kind of refreshing. You know what I mean? Surprised he didn't stop me from chopping that douchebag's head off. But he didn't. He was down with it. Well, we have wounded. We will stay put. At least for the night. And throughout the night, you know, we discussed the pregnancy a little bit, because Ermengarde's still unwell. She wasn't celebrating after that last battle, you know. And so, we talked to Danos a little bit about it, because he has some medical training, and doing the math, we're thinking the child should come, like, midwinter, and it's late autumn. So truly, just a couple weeks away. Honestly, our trip to Flintolg was probably 3 or 4 days or something like that, and we've got a day behind us. We're going to continue marching. Come sun up anyways. Damn sea raiders, though, you know. That's how they do. They get you. All about the surprise. Along the way, we're still recruiting troops. Strictly Vlandians, of course. Because, we're xenophobes or something. I don't know what it is. He's got that zeal. And he's adamant about it. As it stands, what do we got? We got 79 soldiers. 6 of which are recuperating their wounded, but they'll be back online, in line. Both, really. It's going to be exciting times. I know you're feeling that. That's why I'm putting it out there for you. Well, nightfall is upon us. We are just shy of this little village called Phrygian, or Phrygian. It's a friggin' village anyways. But not so close that we're gonna be able to stay at one of the huts inside. So instead, we're camping. You know, we're out there on the green again. Well, in the white. It's cold. It's very cold now in this part. Plus, it's the end of autumn. Nice, I guess, you know, here comes the first snow of the year. Not feeling great. Obviously, Ermengarde is like, Ermengarde is cold. And we concur. As the night passes, the morning comes. Now we'll move out. And yes, I see him. There are looters up ahead. Who knows if this turns into some big-ass fight? It might. It might. And then it might not. Only time will tell. We got 52 of them up ahead of us, and we are closing in on them. I think I can see them out there in the distance. Miserable weather. I told the missus to stay back, and she's got some guards with her. I will move up with the cav because Adamant is so damn good at commanding cavalry. He's not. He's not at all. It's like a pickle in a wrestling match. He just gets squished. You ever seen that? You ever seen a pickle in a wrestling match? Yeah, me neither. I bet it'd be something to see, though. It's about the moment in the video where you're thinking, what am I watching? What is he talking about? But if you ever go to a wrestling match, chuck a pickle in there. You'll get kicked out, but... Alright, gentlemen, they're around here somewhere. Are we getting attacked?
Form a line!
We passed them, Cav. We passed them. It's the snow. Sorry. Let's get in there.
Charge!
And he's down. Damn. Throwing rocks at me. You little bastards. Who does that?
Troops! Form a line! Move! Soldiers! Line formation! Forward!
Excuse me, sir. Well, I think they're running, but archers, if you can still hit them, fire at will. Go get them if you can. I got a little faith. I want to see if you fire. Come on, do it, 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 do it. Fucking cowards, each and every one.
Forward!
Yeah, don't be shy. Move up. Get you one. Come on. If this guy can't get him, no one can. That's over. And he can't get him. Well, then, I'm not going to blame the rest of you.
Well fought!
You're all off the hook. By off the hook, I mean crazy Vanther. Did good. You damn right. Quick follow-up action. And we will get back underway. It's about midday. As it gets later in the day, we got to start thinking about setting up a camp again. It's getting late in the episode, to be honest. I don't want this to run on too long. Speed up time a little bit as we march. And nightfall is upon us. We will set up camp again. Ermengarde doesn't know how much more of this she can take. She says the longer this goes on, it feels like, I don't know, she's dizzy, like she doesn't know the right direction. Feels like they're going nowhere. And in all, it's like, we gotta end this. And I'm like, I get that in terms of the series, but like, what about you? What about your medical condition? To that, she's like, we should just probably force march. Like, tomorrow we head out, and then we just keep marching until we reach Flintold. She's got to get somewhere warm. This snow is killing her, and frankly, it's killing the entire colony. We need to get up north, get some furs, get some hand warmers, electric blankets, and all of that. Except the blankets and the hand warmers is at Flintold. And so we pass the night. Come morning, I'm taking her advice. We're going to march straight through if we can. We are currently marching through Britannia. A place that, they love us here. They love us here. At least the ones that didn't like Catalog love us. And that's... most people here liked catalog. Besides, last we heard they were at peace with us anyways. So it's not them we have to worry about so much as any, I don't know, Imperials that might be up here. Although I met Gyarios, and he seemed kind of cool. Other than the fact that I still have it in my head that he banged my sister-in-law. But maybe he didn't. Maybe he just celebrates her entire catalog. Who doesn't, really? That's the question. So something I kind of want to clarify in terms of this game. I'm afraid that somebody might watch these and think that, like, the footage you're seeing now is, like, part of the game. It's like, it's actually stuff I put over the map. Or it's not, or it's a battle, you know, but generally speaking, I put up a lot of stuff like that because it's better than looking at the world map. But I don't want somebody to see it and be like, oh yeah, it's, like, you're usually in some kind of cinematic mode. You're not. You're usually looking at a map. It's weird how much stuff they let you handle from, like, menu options, but then you can go in and manually do it. Like, shopping would just be the tip of the iceberg in that regard. You can do that all from the map, or you can go into town, find the specific shop owner, and do business with them. It's a strange game in that regard. Like, my takeaway is, like, the immersion's there if you want it, I suppose. You definitely don't have to. But in terms of, like, showing it, especially in episodes and whatnot, you knew something was up, right? I mean, this traveling part was going on too long. Battanians? Ermengarde, why don't you have on the warm clothes you had on overnight? I guess the sun is out. Hey, you do you. They do appear to be standing in our way, I would say. Here's what we do. I'm gonna go talk to whoever that is up ahead. Now I only see two of them, but I saw a lot more a second ago, Panther. We'll see what happens with that. You prepare to fight. Oh, also... oh... I better instruct the missus to stay put.
Horsemen! Forward!
I should have drawn my sword. Who are you, fine folks? Is that an arrow? It's funny, I can't, I mean, at least from where I'm at, if I didn't know from the map earlier, which I didn't, probably wouldn't show in the episode anyway, I would not know who those people are yet. But yeah, bring that cav up. Faux show. Infantry's come to a halt. Excellent. Let's get you boys up on this hill.
Troops! Form a line! Forward! Troops! Line formation! Move! Loose formation! Rider, move!
Here comes the rest of the cav. There's the forward echelon of it. Are they fighting somebody? No, they're not. Well, Vanther, whoever they are, I think they want to fight. Let's go ahead and advance.
Onward! Soldiers! Close in! Cavalry! Form a line! Cavalry! Follow me! Soldiers!
Let's reform our lines.
Move! Troops! Forward!
We have to be in range, right? Yeah, of course. Okay. Shit. I guess they are too.
Horsemen! Move!
Form a shield wall.
Soldiers! Form a wall!
Honey, you stay down. In fact, go ahead and dismount.
Dismount!
Get off your horse. Make for an awful purty target. And you've got precious cargo, damn it. There goes our cav, boys.
Cavalry! Attack! Troops! Move to enemy!
Nice. Honey, you definitely stay back. Stay back with the archers, please.
Forward!
Is she hurt? She's got an arrow in her hand, damn it.
Troops! Move!
No, they didn't. Was that your arrow? It was yours? I haven't hit anybody yet, but would have been a lot cooler if I did. Like him. You guys lining up for a charge? Let's do it. Let's do it together.
Advance!
Come on. Wait, what's happening? Is somebody over here in our midst? Fucking you go get him. So much for our grand cavalry charge.
Infantry! Loose formation! Give them hell!
Archers, let's get up in there a little bit.
Forward! Infantry, move! Horsemen, charge!
That's one of their horsemen. Must be their commander or something. He had kind of fancy outfit. Come on, fancy pants. I guess it's not that fancy. Nah, you're not fancy at all. You would have been fancy if it hit you right in the head with a spear. Not saying I'm fancy, it's not my name. Oh, you fell. You see that hand? Oh my gosh.
We showed him!
You gotta stop. We're gonna pull that one just looks like it's stuck in your shirt. That one's definitely through your freaking hand.
The day is ours!
We gotta get you to Flinthold Castle. Is she excited? Yeah. Okay. Yes. Oh, I'd awkward pose with you right here, but you know, all these dudes would be weird. Tegan, is it? You're my prisoner? Thank you. You're Battanian. Look at you. You treaty breaker. What, are we at war again? Or are you just pissed that it's me, the guy that ripped up your precious catalog? We continue marching, hoping that we don't get bushwhacked by anybody. Through the day, through the night, there was an enemy nearby, but two ships passing in the night. Finally, on the second day of winter, 1089, we reach Flinthold Castle. You know we're going inside to close this bitch out, because, my goodness, I feel like this has gone on a little bit long. Of course, there's a lot of stuff I edit out of this, but I still feel like, in terms of the raw footage, this is a long one, but without much in the way of fighting, so I really appreciate you stopping by for it. I hope this isn't considered like a, I don't know, a big letdown. You know what's a letdown for me? I'm going to tell you what's a letdown for me. That you're stuck in 1089 and you can't get a bacon cheeseburger. I didn't even fathom that notion until I started speaking for the king. And then it was like, wow, that's a very good point. That'd be a hard position. And how does he know about the bacon cheeseburger? That's the question. Kings, they may know these things. They may know these things. Well, don't worry, because we're way more advanced, and you can go get yourself that bacon cheeseburger. I suggest you do, unless it's too late wherever you're at. In the meantime, we made it. We made it. You know I was about to do my outro. What am I stalling for? This is automatic for automatic games. If you like it is. If you subscribe to this kind of thing, then subscribe to this kind of thing. Jabba-dooba-doo.